Om Tat Sat. This is Swami Nikhilananda, and welcome to Spirituality and Vedanta Philosophy. My humble prostrations to my worshipful Param Guru, Shri Swami Shivananji Maharaj of Divine Life Society, Rishikesh, India, and to my worshipful Guru, Shri Swami Jyotirmayananji Maharaj of Yoga Research Foundation, Miami, Florida, USA, and to all of you divine souls listening to this video. In my regular videos, I explain deep insights about spirituality and Vedanta philosophy. If you like my videos, please consider to subscribe and share my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss that according to Vedanta, what are the three feelings that inhibit or hold back our spiritual progress? So once we are able to identify these three feelings, it will make a pretty big impact on your spiritual understanding and hopefully will help you accelerate your spiritual progress. So the three feelings are, I'll explain, first name each one, and then I will explain what it does and how to make it better or how to change it. So the first one is samshaya bhavana, which is a feeling of doubt. The second one is asambhavana, which is a feeling of impossibility. And the third one is called viprita bhavana, or wrong knowledge. So let's get into each one briefly. The first one, samshaya bhavana, which is feeling of doubt, is that we are doing our spiritual work, but at some level we are not so sure if this is really real. Does God really exist? Why am I facing problems if I'm spiritual? Why all these questions come, but we don't find the answers. So in other words, the faith is not unshakable. We at some level have a doubt of since we do not see God, we therefore feel that I hope my efforts that I'm putting together are not being wasted, that energy is actually listening to these things. And sometimes when we lose a relative, or when something happens, we get a disease or any of those things, we get shook up, and sometimes our faith also is challenged as a result. So anytime we experience this doubt, know that we are not firmly footed on the spiritual path yet. So therefore it's called samshaya bhavana, which means that yes, we believe it, but then there are times where we start to doubt ourselves or doubt the whole existence, for example. The second part is called asambhavana, which means feelings of impossibility. So let's say you say, okay, God exists, but then you say, this is hard, this getting liberated is a lot of work, and yeah, those sages and saints have worked all their lives, and look at all these tapasvis who are meditating and doing so much effort and who have written so many scriptures. I cannot do it. I'm just a simple person. I'm working. I have a family. So what do I do? And therefore you give yourself an inferior grading and you say that I cannot do it. Maybe it's real, but not for me. And therefore it becomes almost like an impossible project. And since you think it's impossible, you don't even attempt it in a real way. And therefore the quality of the spiritual effort is substantially downgraded because of that feeling. So asambhavana is the feeling of impossibility that we experience. However, there is no reason to think like that. God has created each one of us in a special way. We all have unlimited potential, and therefore we should never think of negatively about ourselves. And a small effort done every day on a consistent basis is what will deliver great results to you. So spirituality doesn't mean give up your work or anything like that. You can continue to do your work, but be very effective by being consistent. Even 30 minutes a day of dedicated effort on your part is going to give you big dividends and great results, and therefore you will start feeling holistically more together. So the feeling of impossibility then starts to go away. And the third one is viprita bhavana, which means wrong knowledge. And what does that mean? That you are doing some spiritual work, but internally you have not really taken the full time or understanding to know what is this God? What is the identity of God? Who am I? What is my goal? How do I increase my spiritual practice? Rather, we are stuck in the rituals itself. We are doing things just because we have inherited them from our generations without really understanding why. And secondly, and more importantly, we get confused thinking we are this body, the mind, the senses, the intellect, and ego. And therefore, we are always trying to argue spirituality. We are always trying to bring in intellectual arguments. But from a more profounder standpoint, you will understand that this is not a logical, just a logic event. It really is working from your heart. Spirituality is a feeling that you have to connect with, to God. And then as you humble down, you understand that a body is really unreal, but your spirit is real. That's when you start to take tangible steps towards real knowledge and start to improve and start to walk rapidly on the spiritual path. So I hope this video helped you. So the 3 doubts that we generally encounter, and there is absolutely no reason for you to have those doubts. It's just that you need a good guide, and you need your own good self-effort. And therefore, everything from the Vedanta and Sanatana Dharma philosophy is extremely profound. There was a good logical scientific explanation for the guru-shishya relationship, for why we would do so much selfless service, what was the purpose of existence. All these things were highly valued, not just material items. So the 3 feelings, again, just to recap the video, is samshaya bhavana, which is a feeling of doubt. The second one is asambhavana, feeling of impossibility. And the third one is viprita bhavana, or wrong knowledge itself about your body, mind, senses, thinking your body is the whole existence. So I hope this video helped you, and more to come. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Divine blessings. Om Tat Sat.